Welcome back to another chapter of the Beard Zero Saga. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So, today, I am on my way to meet up with my guest star of the day, Inked by Cowboy Craig, as he's called on Instagram. I ran into him a few weeks back at Academy in the Kayak section, and we started talking about fishing and how much we both really enjoy fishing. And over time, I reached out to him on Instagram, and he decided to be kind enough to take me to his favorite fishing spot in the Kayak, a place that I've never been to in the Kayak before since I just recently got my kayak. But I have been there fishing a few times in the past, but I've never caught a fish there. But I imagine it was because I was always there in like December or January when fishing isn't so great, and it was kind of expected. But I did scout a little bit, but I've always been curious to see what's around the bend, and today, Inked by Cowboy Craig is definitely going to help me out with that, and I'm just honored that he wants to be on my show. So, stay tuned. I'll meet up with you when I meet up with him. So, I am at Miller Springs Park, waiting for my guest star to arrive today, and he told me this is one of his favorite spots to fish, and it's located on the Leon River just below the Belton Lake Dam. So today I'm going to float fish with him, and we are going to go explore a section of the river that I have never gone to before. I've been to this location a few times in the past, just fishing and scouting a little bit, but never really had any luck here, and I certainly have never drifted this part of the river. So I'm really stoked to get started. So here, I don't know what I did, but I guess I accidentally turned the audio off, but I was getting ready to present him with some lures that I handmade in my shop. And as he's opening them up and starting to go through them, he looks at one of the deadfall shad and he says, all right, yeah, I can see it. Then his reaction to the pike piper is priceless. He does that classic, what is it? And like I mentioned before in a previous episode, on Pike Piper Testing Day, I said that might be one of the problems that I might have in the future with this lure if I ever decide to offer it. But either way.
I mean, I was only like 4 casts into it and then snap. And it wasn't the rod itself, it was how your reel attaches on that spot.
Oh, the reel seat?
Yeah, the slip turned around and cracked and broke on it, and I'd only hooked up on one fish on it, and I was like, no, I'm done with this. Like,
right. Well, it might have just been the rod. It could have potentially been that rod.
It could have just been that faulty one, but that one time, you know, we have a saying in my business, you're only as good as your last tattoo. That's it.
Yep.
You know, and it's the same thing with fishing rods. I mean, it takes one person one time to have a bad experience with Abu Garcia. You know, as you can tell, I mean, I'm a huge fan. Everything I fish with is Abu Garcia. Abu, except I have one lose on me today just because I have it.
Yeah.
Kind of just a spare today. So everything I'm running is Abu Garcia. I have the new Zeta, which is here.
Awesome.
This one came out last year. I absolutely love this thing.
Gorgeous color. Man.
So, that's the new Zeta, and I am running a spider wire translucent braid on it. And that spider wire is like the translucent braid. That's a 30-pound, and
So you use relatively light braid then?
Yep.
Anytime I've been throwing braid, I've been throwing 65-pound on there.
Nah, I try to stay to the... So spider wire, I'd actually probably go up on, just because their diameter is the thinnest out of all braids. So, but I've also had bad experiences with spider wire. So I'm really like either throwing $40 down the drain right now, or I'm absolutely gonna love this.
Yeah,
So,
well,
I mean, if you're willing to take that chance, then take the chance. And if you're not willing to drop that $40 on it, then now, I mean, it was $40 because I bought like 350 yards of it to do a few reels on it.
yeah.
And
Well, that's not too bad then, because they're usually like what, like 15 for 112 yards or 120 yards?
5 yards is like $12.99 on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
But I did go get this at Cabela's when I was up in Waco this weekend.
I do like your setup. It's very nice.
Appreciate it, man.
This is really nice. I mean, mine, I just got something cheap to be out on the water,
Man,
you know,
you will learn
but that is awesome.
because they're dual-sided.
Oh yeah. So you got the whole spiel. Ah. So you do wacky rig a bit with some Senkos?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a few finesse.
See
got
some
a
Ned
few
rig stuff in
Ned
there.
Rigs, yep.
Yeah.
You know, a couple creature baits here and there, and then some flukes.
Yep. I gave you some flukes in there that I've hand poured myself.
Little jigs.
Now you don't have to use mine if you're set with what you like. It was just
Well,
a
hey,
token
I'm
of my
gonna-
appreciation.
I'm
That
gonna
was
try
all.
'em out, man.
But every fish that you've seen me catch on my channel has been caught on one of my lures. I haven't used anything else, and I have not used live bait yet. Although eventually in the future I will. When I start fishing catfish and stuff, I'll start fishing with live bait.
So I do have one lure in here. It's extremely hard to find.
Yeah.
It is made in Italy. There's only one local place that carries it that I know of, and I have searched it out. This is called the Molix Lover.
Oh, okay, I see.
So basically what we have, the action under the water looks like a bait fish chasing a bait fish.
Got it.
So it gets really erratic up here, and then this is a very smooth flow behind it, so it looks like just a little bait fish chasing a bait fish. And the hookup on these are insane. So, and I only know one place locally that sells this, and it's not Academy. So
Right.
it'll be Tight Lines has them.
Tight lines?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On Veterans,
I've heard of them.
right near the airport.
Yep, I've heard of it. I just never been over there,
Oh man,
but heard
you
of
haven't
it.
been over there. You need to
Nope,
go.
I need to.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about them is they close stupid early every day. So like by 5 o'clock, they're closed and they're out.
Oh, they're going fishing for the night.
Yeah, they run a lot of boat tournaments out there, man. They really do. I'm currently running this. This is a 3 Waters Big Fish 120. I like every bit of it.
It looks nice and stable, and you said you could stand up in it and fish from it like that.
I'll eventually switch to the Big Fish 108. Just because it's got a pedal drive to it.
So currently you paddle?
Yeah, I paddle.
Yeah. And you brought your gloves. Good. Yeah, I made the mistake of not wearing gloves on my first white bass trip on the Lampasas. Came back blistered all kinds up on my hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't make that mistake
I'm
again.
worried about the hand blisters. That doesn't bother me. I burn the tops of my hands
Oh,
in
okay.
weather like this.
Oh, okay, got it. Well, that's exactly why I'm wearing long sleeve. I'll get burned out here.
So my hands this year burned for the first time. Last year I dealt with 3rd-degree sunburns on my legs.
Ooh. Man, that must have been rough.
That was not kayaking. It was back when I would bank fish last year, and a guy was like, "Hey man, why don't you jump on the bass boat with me? I could use a partner today." And I was like, "Really, man?" He goes, "Yeah, dude." So get your stuff, let's go. So I was like, "All right," and go put away what I needed, and jumped on this dude's boat. Fancy old $90,000 bass boat, man.
Oh, whoa.
And this guy like had every gizmo and gadget. I absolutely loved it. And we're out there fishing. Finally get back, and like I kept looking at my watch. I'm like, God, I'm out here all day right now. And I didn't really feel the burn, but I got home. I was like, ooh, my legs got a little red. And then the next morning, I woke up and my legs were pitch black, and I couldn't
Ooh.
stand.
Oh,
Stand
man.
for a week. Couldn't walk.
Man, I've never had a sunburn anywhere near that bad, but I know how bad they hurt when you get them all over your whole back, and you don't know it right then.
No.
You don't know it till the next day when you wake up and all of a sudden you're on fire and everything hurts.
Like these shirts are not for good looks, people. They're not.
Hey, yeah, no, they keep you protected out here.
I cannot emphasize that enough.
And that's also why I wear long pants. I don't wear shorts while I'm out fishing, just for that reason too. And usually because I'm out tromping around in the grass and over there by Stillhouse and stuff, so I'm trying not to get scraped up. And
I got an interesting question for you.
sure.
While you kayak, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No worries.
While you kayak, do you wear your vest or do you leave it on your boat?
Well, that's a great question. And after speaking with you at Academy that day, and you so politely told me, just put your life vest on, I always wear my life vest.
Right.
It is. You're right. There is no question in safety.
So
And
to the people watching your guys' channel, I get it. You guys, I really do. Life vests are not comfortable, okay? So go buy a comfortable one.
yeah,
Okay? Now, I like a back to mine. I don't really like my seat that much. It's really a low lumbar seat. I still like to lean against something, okay? So I have a thick back to mine. There are some that don't come with a back at all. I'm telling you right now, if you flip your kayak and you're not wearing the vest, there's no way to get your vest out of the kayak in time to save yourself. I don't really care. If you kayak with me, you wear your vest. It's that
Yep.
simple.
nope, I agree. You're
If you
right.
don't want to wear your vest, don't kayak with me.
Eh.
Right? Because I'm not going to go throw myself in the water to come save you, and I will do it, but I don't feel like it, you know? And
Nor should you have to.
anybody who doesn't know how to do kayak recovery, get a hold of me. I will put you through a class, a one-day class. I will teach you how to flip your kayak back over and get back in it.
That might be awesome. I might have to take you up on that.
I don't have a problem with this. You will get wet that day. We will find
Oh,
a nice
that's- yeah.
warm day to do it on. But we will flip your kayak with no gear in it.
I was about to say, we'll empty it out first.
Yeah, with no gear in it. We'll put you in the water, and you're going to spend the day in a life jacket trying to flip your kayak back over and get back into your kayak. Because as stable as this is, there's still a chance. I have something called a cathedral hull, so it's like 2 pontoons on the side of it. So mine's extremely stable. But somebody who might have a V hull like this,
Yeah, it's like
very
mine.
easy to roll the thing.
Yep.
Boaters don't care about you, okay? They don't. Not a single boater gives a crap that you're sitting in a kayak, okay? They will come speed by you, wake you, it doesn't matter. So learn your kayak and find a life jacket that is comfortable to you. Go into the store, go walk around Academy with the stupid life jacket on. Go sit in the stupid lawn chairs that are sitting around at Academy. Until you figure out that you can sit for a little while with that on, then you'll do it. They have horse collar ones that don't have no back at all. They're $90, yeah. $100. Mine's actually relatively cheap, just because I liked it. I like mine because I can hook my tools to it.
Yeah. So, question for you. Sorry, I'm changing topics a little bit.
No worries.
How long have you been doing tattoos?
9 years.
9 years? And what made you interested in tattoos?
I have no idea.
No idea? Just were you ever into art? Coming up, were you?
I mean, I've always been an artist, but somebody like pitched me the idea, and it took about 5 years to actually get me to say yes, I'll try it out. And man, like I hooked up to it, and it's taken me on a run for my money, man. Like I never thought I would be who I am. I really didn't. I've gotten to the point in my career where being by appointment allows me to do this. Allows me to hang out with you when I want to. Allows me to make my appointments, when I can. I'm on a strict, I do 1 appointment a day, 1 tattoo a day, so that each client has 100% of my energy all the time. I don't sit here and I'm not going to go in and give somebody else all my energy, and then like the money does not matter that much to me to sit here and be like, oh, well, you know what, I'll just sneak another one in for the day. No, it's 1 a day, man. It's just how I am.
And that, to me, sounds like a truly award-winning statement from a tattoo artist that they would make. I really admire that.
I just want to treat everyone fairly, that's all.
That's awesome. Outstanding. And with just a little bit of last minute prep, we were ready to go ahead and launch our kayaks. Now, this location I really appreciated because it was fairly easy to launch here, and it's not super far that I had to walk. Although with my kayak cart, the kayak goes pretty nice and easy, and I don't usually have many issues with it. But again, it's a nice short little walk, and in just a moment, we're ready to launch.
She sits there and she slays in fish. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I already don't like you.
That's how it was with me and my wife when I took her out fishing over on Stillhouse.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, maybe last September or so, and we were out there, and man, she caught 2 fish, and I didn't catch a single one. And I was fishing right next to her.
Like, women have the patience for this crap.
Well, she grew up fishing. Her dad is quite the outdoorsman, hunting and fishing and stuff. So she grew up doing this. Do you fish in here at all, or do you just continue on because it's not good?
I get past all this because of how shallow it is and how much structure is underneath the water. Now, to be honest, I see this, I'll probably fish this on the way back, not on the way there. I feel like it's a little too early to fish it on the way there. So
okay.
It has been explained to me that when a new tree with green leaves are on it, are laying in the water, it is like a new hotel that goes up. We all want to go check it out. We all want to go stay in it. It's a fancy hotel. It's a lot bigger. It's new. And so the bass treat it the same way. It's like a new house that just got put up and they want to move into it. So
There's a bass sitting on that log over there. Right there.
kind of jelly to me just standing here, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I'm all sitting down and he's all standing up, enjoying the day.
Oh yeah.
Enjoying the view.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, I mean, you get what you pay for, especially when it comes to kayaks.
You do. I'm going to pull right up into here and I'll show you a demonstration.
Okay, well, I'm just going to sit back and I'll get a view of you with the camera and see what you do. We're going to learn the strategy here.
What I'm shooting for is that log that's laying across. I've had luck there.
Okay, so that log.
And then I'll come in.
Okay, so I'll just kind of hold back and see what you got. Yep, the stand-up kayak would definitely be nice. And in the future, that might definitely be something that I go to. Because, yeah, he looks so much more comfortable than I am fishing right now. But that's okay. I'm on the water fishing, and I'm already enjoying myself.
Like I would fish one way coming down, and
and then fish the other way going back. But now I've learned it for doing it certain times of the year, certain ways. So. I'm not against this braid at all, so that's a good thing.
So cast well and doesn't seem...
It does what I want it to do. It pitches really nice, which is good, because I pitch a lot. A lot of flipping and a lot of pitching.
Yeah.
Especially this time of the year. I'm just gonna toss a frog because I like them. This here is a 6 cents frog.
Mm-hmm.
On a black max with 30-pound Yojiri green braid. And so right now I just watched the bass surface up underneath those branches over there. So what I'm going to do here is instead of fishing this, most of the time when you get bass, they're not going to be all the way down the bank. They really kind of sit in one spot. So when you move up here, that bass, I physically saw the mouth of the bass come up right up underneath there. So that means he's enjoying the top water. I've got 2 different ones right now. I've got a frog and I got an injured shad. So what it seems like with your videos and what I like about them is that you're not going out there like showing people just the fish that you're catching. You're showing the people the amount of patience it takes to do this.
It does, and I will be honest, if I go out and get skunked, I'll show you. Like on that episode, Splashes in the Water,
Yeah.
I had that one hit. Other than that, that was it. I did not catch any fish. I marked a few on the fish finder, but other than that, I did not catch any.
I might have been skunked for a week or so, and I'm just going to take a hook and worm, and I just want to catch a farm bluegill. Okay? But that typically happens in like August.
Yeah. August and September were rough months for me.
Oh.
The water was like 97 degrees, and shore fishing in that, good luck.
You'd be lucky if you catch anything other than sunburn.
No, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Although I always see the drum out there and I see the shad. That's kind of what gave me the idea for the lure that I make, the deadfall shad. Because I used to watch there on the shores of the Stillhouse. I'd watch the shad come swimming along the shore, them great big old shad, you know, them 8-10 inch long ones.
Yeah.
And they'd just poke around in the bottom and they'd do it in the weirdest way. And I was like, huh, okay, I can mimic that.
So tell me about that bait caster you use.
Well, the rod isn't anything super special. This is just the Berkeley Amp series. You can pick them up at Walmart.
Okay.
Although I have to say, it's one of my favorite that I have, even though it was only a $30 rod. But the reel that I put on it, this was actually a gift from my wife for Christmas. It's the Abu Garcia Revo S.
Oh, yeah.
The most expensive bait casting reel I own, and it's definitely by far my favorite. Although I've owned several reels and rod combinations and stuff from Abu Garcia, and I'm definitely a fan of their products.
So is that your very first bait caster?
No. I've been using a bait caster since I was 10 years old, 12 years old.
Now, do you remember your very first bait caster?
Yes, I do.
And what might that have been?
That was the Shakespeare Alpha. And I still have it, and it is still a very good rod. I've landed a lot of fish on that rod. And that's one of the things that really used to drive me nuts at shore fishing from Stillhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Was all the snags and having to retie all the time.
Yep. You know, and you're talking like that Italian, like that Molex lever right there. That there is like an $18 lure, and you lose that. That's gonna ruin your day.
Man, it ruined my day when I lost that Kraken lure, man. That ruined my day. It's not that it's so expensive, it's just that when I make some of these lures, especially the artistic ones, it takes some time. They're not mass produced, and they're all made by hand. Some of them are hand drawn out. I mean, that's the only way I've ever had any artistic ability. I've never been able to draw before, paint, nothing. But when it comes to fishing, I guess that's just my inspiration. All of a sudden, they just start coming to, ideas come to me. Ah, there was a hit. I think he dropped it though. Might have just been something small. Picked it up by the tail. So how long you been fishing?
No more than a year.
No more than a year? Really?
Oh yeah, fishing on a year.
But seriously fishing, you've only been fishing for about a year?
Yeah.
Wow, you got mad skills then. Alright, so my first fish of the day, and surprisingly my first smallmouth bass in Texas. I am ecstatic. This was a great catch, my first fish on the Leon River. I've never caught one here before, but smallmouth bass, little one, he's going back in. Let me get back to fishing. Alright, caught me another smallmouth. So, 2 fish now for the day. Little bitty one. There might be another one over here hitting. Let me get back in it, see if I can't catch another one, but this is awesome. My man put me on smallmouth, and I am very appreciative of that. So as you can see, the day on the water was great. The weather was beautiful, the river was beautiful, and I was in good company. Want to give a special thank you to my guest star for today, Ink by Cowboy Craig. It was an honor to fish with him. He was an outstanding individual, and I do have to make an apology to him because we definitely filmed a really cool outro when we were getting ready to leave for the day, but for some reason when I had gotten back home, it was just gone. I'm not sure what happened. I was definitely recording during the time. I just think maybe I powered the camera off too quick or something, and it just never saved it. But anyways, my apologies, bro. It was definitely a really cool outro we had. Apologies that today was a bit of a long episode. There was just so much incredible stuff to show. I had a lot of footage, even though my phone died when I was recording. I still was able to get some more footage. Always got to have that way to emergency record some footage if you catch a fish. You never want to miss out on being able to show it. In the outro, I offered Cowboy Craig a lure sponsorship. And what that means is that he'll have access to the lures that I make in my shop, much of which are not available yet on the market. And he will also get to work with me on creating color combinations that he likes and creating new lures should he choose to. Anyways, again, special thanks to him for showing up on the channel. And it won't be the last time that he shows up on the channel, as him and I are going to be fishing my first kayak tournament, hosted by the Waco Area Kayak Fishing Group on Facebook. They're an incredible group, so if you're in the Waco area, check them out. It is the friendliest place I've been, and I feel at home. But anyways, I got to get ready for this tournament that's coming up, and you'll get to see me put on my actual colors, my fishing shirt, my long sleeve fishing shirt. So I'll hoist the colors up and go head to head with some of the greats in the kayak. So that'll be some amazing footage coming up. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.